Today's movie contains a fiendish soundtrack from the 90s. What? What? What is this? This noise from the devil? No! No! Stop! No! No! Today, I'm going to be talking about, which in my opinion, I think is a very underrated movie. And it stars Christian Slater and Samantha Mathis. And no, it's not Broken Arrow. It's the 1990 Pump Up the Volume. High school student Mark Hunter lives in the sleepy suburbs of Phoenix, Arizona, and broadcasts an FM pirate radio station from his parents' basement, which functions as his sole outlet for his teenage aggression. The station theme song is Everybody Knows by Leonard Cohen, and there are glimpses of cassettes by alternative musicians such as the Jesus and Mary Chain, Camper Van Beethoven, and Primal Scream.
Everybody knows that today.
By day, Mark is a loner who has difficulty socialising, but by night, under the alias of Happy Harry Hardon, or simply Hard Harry, he expounds outsider views about problems with American society and expresses teenage anxieties, and exposes the underhanded actions of the faculty. His audience grows by the handful of loyal listeners to the entire student body.
Starting to get a lot of letters here, guys. Weird. Dear Hard Harry, my boyfriend won't talk to me anymore.
How do I show him that I really love him? Like, I don't know anything about these letters asking for love advice. I mean, if I knew anything about love, I would be out there making it instead of sitting in here talking to you guys.
Depressed teenager Malcolm Kaiser writes to Harry seeking advice about committing suicide.
Dear Hard Harry, do you think I should kill myself? Great. Signed, I'm serious.
Harry flippantly expresses disbelief that Malcolm is serious and sincere, saying maybe tomorrow you'll feel better.
I mean, you have a reason, don't you? I mean, you're not going to be one of those people who kills themselves and nobody has any idea why they did it, huh? That's why we need a note, pal. Oh. Sleep tight, Mr. Serious. Maybe you'll feel better tomorrow.
The next day, it's discovered that Malcolm has committed suicide. Fellow student Nora De Niro deduces that Mark is Hard Harry and attempts to assuage the guilt he's feeling over Malcolm.
So you are him. Don't worry, I'm not gonna bust you or anything.
Look, it's not your fault. I mean, I was listening last night. I didn't think he'd go through with it.
The radio show becomes increasingly popular after Harry apologizes to Malcolm for not telling him not to follow through and exhorts his listeners to confront their problems instead of surrendering them through suicide.
But I never meant to hurt anyone. Honestly, I never meant to hurt anyone. I'm sorry, Malcolm.
I never said. Don't do it. I'm sorry.
At the climax of his speech, overachieving student and consistent listener Paige Woodward jams her medals and accolades into a microwave, causing an explosion which injures her face.
Hey! No more Mr. Nice Guy! Ah! Oh, God! Ah! God! Yeah! Ah!
Unrest at the school increases as students share bootleg tapes replaying Harry's show. A meeting of faculty and parents concludes that the pirate DJ is responsible for the problems. The police investigate, first cutting off Mark's access to his P.O. box and then cutting off his wireless phone that Mark has surreptitiously hooked up to a neighbouring house. And then the FCC begins an investigation.
No, people are rebroadcasting this thing over state lines. I think it's time to bring in the feds. This is FCC jurisdiction.
Mark decides to make a final broadcast. He installs a radio station in his mother's Jeep, creating a mobile transmitter so the FCC will have difficulty triangulating the radio signal. Nora drives while Mark broadcasts, pursued by the police and the FCC. Harry's broadcast is now heard by the entire school, who have now gathered at the athletics field. Mark's father, School Board Commissioner Brian Hunter, confronts Principal Loretta Crestwood, demanding to know why she systematically expels students with low test scores. Crestwood insists that they were losers and troublemakers, and that she did it for the good of the school.
You expelled over 20 students in the first 30 days of school.
And how many others did you harass into dropping out?
And you kept the expelled students' names on the rolls. That's illegal.
The money went to the school. It's all for the good of the school.
Those kids had rights.
They were losers.
The harmonizer Mark uses to disguise his voice breaks.
Jeez, my harmonizer.
Forget it. Hold on. I gotta get us out of here.
So Mark decides to broadcast his final message as himself. The Jeep drives up to the crowd of students, and Mark tells them the world belongs to them and that they should make their own future.
Okay. This is really me now. No more hiding.
He encourages them to steal the airwaves and begin their own show and put out their thoughts and feelings into the world. The police arrest Mark and Nora, and as they are driven away, students are heard shouting their appreciation of Harry. Mark turns to the students and tells them to talk hard.
Forget it, man. We believe in you, Harry.
Harry! We'll win you, man! We'll win you all the way! Talk hard!
As the film ends, voices of students and even one of the teachers can be heard introducing their own pirate radio show.
Hi, everybody. This is Amy at 97 FM in Springfield, and my show is Radioactive. Can anyone out there hear me?
Sick of silence, let it out.
This is Ethan from LA, and I'm here to
16,
stop
but I'm
the
not
violence.
sweet.
Are you
If
running
I'm
the
future,
streets?
how can-
Perfect. Are you still here? It's over. Go on. Go home. Oh. You want the bloopers? Okay. Let it roll. I wasn't even recording, was I? Wanker. Then Mark decides to broadcast his final message as himself. The Dreep, which functions as his sole outlet from his teenage. The station theme song is Everybody Knows by Leonard Cohen, and there are glimpses of cassettes by an alternative musician. And exhorts his listeners to comfort their problems. Comfort, it's confront, you dib. At the climax of the speech, overachieving student and consistent listener Paige Woodward jams all her medals and accolades into a microwave, causing damn! Unrest at the school increases as students kiss my. The police investigate, first cutting off Mark's access to his P.O. box and then cutting off his wireless phone that Mark as superstitiously unrest at the school increases. Harry's broadcast is heard across the entire school, who have a Mark's father, school board commissioner Brian Hunter, confronts Principal Loretta. The jeep drives up to the crowd of students. Now that really is it. So until the next time, you all take care and look after each other.